All right. The only thing you can do with this is you burn the whole hive. If anything's left, anything between one of those 30 spores starts the whole process over again. So you have to get rid of the whole hive. The other one is European foul brood. Yes.
Is it the hive or all the equipment too?
I burn the whole hive.
Just the hive?
The whole hive, the frames, the bees,
Yeah,
everything.
but I mean, like, I'm talking about the equipment, like, you know,
Yes.
client. I mean, that's what we would buy.
Yeah. Several. You've had American foul brood?
No.
Oh. No, you take everything.
We've had European.
Well, back to the American foul brood, you got to get rid of everything.
Yeah.
All right. Any spore you leave is dead.
There is
Kills the whole hive.
literature where they say torch the inside of the woodenware. I'm not taking a chance.
How many times have you had that in your life?
Me, I've had it in my hive once, and I had to show the bee inspector the American foul brood. So after that, I quit using the bee inspector, but that was back in the early 80s. But what they'll have in this particular hive was sort of a weak hive, and all of a sudden it grew and put in a lot of honey. Well, what had happened is it had flown out and found a dead colony from American foul brood and brought the honey and the spores back into the hive. And just 30 spores, one of those little dead spores, they are little melted brood, carries about 3 billion spores, and you only need about 30 spores to start killing the infestation of the American foul brood. So it's real bad. Buddy of mine had it, and he said the mentor came out and looked at it and said, you know, American foul brood, you need to burn your hive. He said, okay, see you later. And then he saw the mentor come in and take the hive tool that he'd been using, put it in the smoker and get it red hot, and then take alcohol and cover his hands. And he said, I think I'll burn my hive. He said if the person thought that much about American foul brood, he'd do the same thing.
But if you got two together and one guy, would you do both of them?
No, I just wait to see. Because usually they picked it up from something out there and bring it back. Just because one's sitting right next to you, no sense in killing that right now when you can wait a little bit. Any question about American foul brood? All right, European foul brood is not as bad as the American foul brood. It's got discolored larvae ranging from dull to yellow white. And you can look at it, and where the trachea is along the bottom, you'll see a little yellow streak. And it'll start turning a darker yellow, and a darker yellow. And at that point in time, you've got European foul brood. It may have a bad smell, may not. Here again, the best thing to do is always have hygienic queens in your hive. You've got a picture of the hygienic queen. All right, there you go. This is a picture of one of my hives that I did years ago. That's a hygienic hive, a hygienic queen. You'll never see any kind of disease in that hive. Take this one, for example. This one was non-hygienic. Yes. See, that's a non-hygienic. And what you do is you take some liquid nitrogen in there and put it in a canister and kill that brood, and then come back 24 hours later and see how much has been removed. You'll see the difference. You can also try to treat it. Usually either terramycin or Tylenol, but one thing that will take care of it is a good honey flow. Good honey flow will pretty much get them everything back to normal. Another one we have is chalk brood. Who's got chalk brood?
Not me.
All right,
I have it.
all right, she's got it. This picture of chalk brood sitting on the little mummies. You can pass that around. But pretty much, that's a no-brainer. Best thing to do is have hygienic queens. You have hygienic queens in there, you'll very seldom see any kind of disease. One thing about that, you need to increase the ventilation inside the hive, because it's usually during the wet weather when there's not enough good ventilation. The other one to it is nosema, and that pretty much we don't really see openly. What you'll see is a hive that's not functioning normally, not producing a lot of honey, not producing a lot of brood and everything else, and you'll see crawling bees on the ground. Basically what it is diarrhea of the honeybee. You got two types of Nosema apis and Nosema cerana. Very seldom, I haven't seen Nosema apis in a long time. Nosema cerana seems to have taken over, and that leaves pretty much no visual signs other than the hive's not looking good and you got crawling bees. And for that, if you're ever worried about that, you can bring a sample of bees to us and we can test it for that particular one.
So you don't have the streaking on the front of the hive?
They said that was apis, Nosema apis, and I haven't seen that in a long time.
Okay.
It's just pretty much been changed to Nosema cerana. Any questions over the fungus? All right, the next one is the viruses. We talked a little bit about the viruses with the Aurora. There's another picture of the sac brood. There you go. There's a picture of your sac brood. Pass that around. All right, and there's really nothing you can do about that. Just have hygienic queens, and it'll take care of itself in just a little bit.
So do you have to destroy those?
No. The only thing you have to destroy is the American foul brood. All right, and then the next one is, and you don't have this on your list because I didn't think about it until the other day. I was checking some of my bees, and they had what's called bald brood. Who's got bald brood?
I think I saw it.
All right. Really, can be a virus. Yeah.
Yeah, hold on. Oh, got it.
I'll just pass it around towards the front.
Let me see.
Yeah, there it is. What it is they're really not sure. They think it may be a virus. Sometimes it's that they didn't get enough good food when they're in the larva stage. You've got two types of brood. You have a wet brood and a dry brood. There's a picture of it floating around. Wet brood is when they've got a lot of food coming in, and the bees get fat and do real good. The other one is this time of the year when there's no nectar coming in, a little bit of pollen coming in. Usually you look at the bottom and you see just a bunch of milk down there. With the dry brood, you don't see much milk down there. So they're going through a starvation patch there where they're not getting enough food. We talked about parasites, which is the Aurora mite. Next pest we're going to talk about is the small hive beetle. I wish I could show you some, but I don't have them in my hives. For some strange reason, my hives don't have small hive beetles, or if they have just a few.
Lily,
I could have brought some.
Well,
what's the name of the small hive
It
bee?
is a Venus,
I don't even remember. But you got to know these things for the test.
For next week. And then,
Yeah, yeah. But what they tell you is don't keep your bees in the shade.
I was gonna say, these are in the shade.
Mine are in the shade.
Yeah.
But if you see one of the hive beetle in my hives, you'll see it running around because the bees are chasing it. And one thing they do is they come in there and they tear that place apart. Wax moths, you got two types, greater wax moth and lesser wax moth. I don't like the greater wax moth because it messes everything up. It puts webbing in there and tears everything up. You'll have little divots in your woodenware where they've done the damage, and they make a mess of it. My friend is the lesser wax moth. what I usually do this time of the year, I go through all my hives and look at all my frames and see which ones are bad or which ones are old. And then I'll put a screen bottom board down, seal the entrance off, and then I'll stack them up and seal all the entrances and let the little wax moths in. They come in there and they eat up all the wax. There you go. You see the top and the bottom of the greater wax moth on top and the lesser wax moths on top, greater on the bottom. But what they'll do is they'll completely clean all the comb off your hive. So if you got any kind of disease or poison or anything else, they take care of it. Then you come in next in the wintertime and roll some more wax on it, put it back on, and you're good to go.
Those are good.
Yes, I like them, but now a lot of people say no, they're not. No, they're not.
I've never heard of that.
Really?
No. I've had them, but I just got rid of them.
I saw the first one yesterday and it flew off the lid when I pulled it
Yeah.
off.
That sounds like a good idea.
And then last but not least, wasp and hornets. Well, we've got a few more to talk about. But these are usually meat eaters. They usually don't bother the hive until about this time of the year. And then you'll see some of the European hornets flying around the front of the hive. And when a bee comes out, she'll grab it, take it off. The worst thing is if they get real brave, they'll start trying to go into the hive and kill the whole hive. And then they'll eat the brood and everything else. And you've lost your whole hive. Last year I found a little swarm trap or way to get rid of them. Use 1 cup of 100% apple juice, 1 teaspoon of apple cider vinegar, and the killer is a ½ teaspoon of boric acid, and then some jelly. What the boric acid does is like roach bait. They come and eat that, carry it back, pass it around all the hive, and then it just kills them all. No muss, no fuss.
Did you get that amount again?
Did you get one of these?
No.
Yep, you got it. About,
No, I don't have them.
it's not on y'all's. Look.
100% apple juice.
1 cup
Or 1 cup.
of 100% apple juice. No sugar added, no this, that, and other.
Okay.
Right? 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. A ½ teaspoon of boric acid. And if I can remember, I'll bring some boric acid to the club meeting next week. And then a tablespoon of jelly. It doesn't make any difference if it's apple or grape or strawberry or whatever. Put it together, stir it up real good, and yeah.
How
You
much
take a
Okay.
water bottle, cut a hole in it, or just about a 1/4 inch of it, and stick some sticks in there. You can go back and see it in the apiary out here. But
You have it out hanging from the tree.
yeah,
Oh, yeah, okay, that's. I saw that, okay.
yeah, that's what that is.
How much jelly?
1 tablespoon. 1 tablespoon.
Does it kill them right away?
No, that's the best part about it. If it killed them right then, it wouldn't kill the hive. So what you want them to do is take this boric acid and back to the hive, and through trophallaxis, which is spreading food throughout the hive like the honeybees do, they spread a little bit of boric acid to all the things. And I think I did this last year. Within 2 weeks, I didn't have anything around it. You tried it too, didn't you?
Yeah, but I used the cat food.
Cat food
Boric
too?
acid, yeah.
Mhm.
The bees don't get in it.
No, because you've got the apple cider vinegar in there, which is a deterrent. They don't like that. All right. Now going to the last of this, mice in your hive. What I usually do is along about October, I'll take all my supers down, and then I'll take my queen excluder and put it on the bottom, and then put my 2 boxes on top. Now what that does is keep the mice from coming in. A lot of times they'll say put entrance reducers on there so it keeps the mice out. I don't use entrance reducers. I don't I'll cover the screens in my bottom boards. I'll put my queen excluder there and the mice can't get up in there. And it teaches the bees to go through that queen excluder so that when you go change it from there up to your supers, the bees are already used to going through it and it's no transition. Yeah.
Where do you put the Phoenix City? On the
I take the bottom board,
bottom board. Okay.
where the entrance is.
Yeah, yeah.
Then I put the queen excluder on top of it.
On top of it.
And then put the two boxes on top of it.
Got it.
And then that gets rid of my mice. People say, well, they'll won't let the dead bees go out, but you're talking an entrance reducer that's even smaller than that. So that's what I do.
Metal or plastic?
Huh?
Metal?
Metal or plastic doesn't make any
Doesn't matter.
difference. But all of mine are metal. Skunks, they're a bad thing. They'll come up and scratch on the hive at night. The bees will come out and the skunk will eat them. And then the next day when you go in to work them, they're all mad because they've been up all night with the skunk and they're aggressive to you. So if you bees are aggressive all of a sudden, look around the bottom, see if the skunk's been in there and scratching at it. And one thing you can do real easy is take some carpet tacks from Home Depot, put line about 2 or 3 of them out, where when she comes up, the skunk comes up, steps on it, she gets the hot foot. That works real good.
Are there many skunks in Georgia?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Is there really?
Yeah.
Because you don't get to smell them on the road. I mean, I don't know. Up in Ohio, you could smell skunks from miles away now. It's just
Every once in a while. We may not have as many as you did up in
Say,
Ohio.
Now it's at red light.
Yeah, exactly. Going through downtown Atlanta.
Yeah. Next is raccoons. They're nocturnal. They'll turn your hive over and make a mess of it. 2 years ago, we had 30 some odd hives right in there, and we went down to about 10 or 12. I can't even remember. So they'll come in, turn the hive over, and start chewing down on the bees, and they really like the brood. So we got to keep them under control. Here again, you can take the carpet tacks, put them in front if you've got a few of them. If you're like me, you got to have an electric fence up.
Is that what that was for? I
Yeah.
thought it was for the cows.
Well, it is for the cows, because last year the cows came in and turned over a bunch of hives, and the back of my truck was almost filled with broken
Oh
equipment.
my gosh.
So, and then you got the bears. The best thing for bears is fencing. Yes, we can talk about fences, can't we?
I've got to get one up.
Yeah. Lily lost a hive
Yeah,
last
I
month.
lost one, and the other one managed to limp through it.
Yeah,
To bears?
A bear.
yeah.
Do you have it on video?
No, my neighbor said there's a bear back there, and I'm like, what? Okay,
Oh,
so
my
he and I walked back there, and it was too late. He had already left, and he had already damaged everything.
Oh,
No,
my
I'm still finding frames in
Yeah.
the woods. I guess he would grab them and run with them.
Yeah.
So like if a bear like tears that hive down, what happens to those bees? Do they go to other hives? Or what?
No, they just out in the
They're
out in
just-
the open. If you happen to come across them, then you can rehive them.
Almost like they swarm.
Yeah. Yeah. Except for you see it just a mess right out in front of you. So this bear came from Lily's back over here, came back on top of the mountain, tore some friends of ours hives up, then went down here on Bettis Triple Gap, not Bettis Triple Gap, Spot Road, and hit a hive. And then came back through here, missed mine down here, and went and got a buddy of mine on the other side. So
One bear did all that?
yeah,
Oh, yeah, busy
They
bear.
travel a circuit. And you can almost set a clock by 'em by the way they travel.
What's that?
They travel a circuit.
That's not fun.
No, it's good. Yeah, it's good. Oh, I died.
so the other disorders are failing queens. Perry's gonna talk a little bit about that in just a little bit. Another one is laying workers. Everybody gets so excited about laying workers. Oh, that my hive's gonna die. No, we always talk about having two hives. So if you have laying workers, you can take that laying worker hive, put it on top of the other hive. They'll kill all the laying workers. You separate it back out. Order a queen, put the queen in there, and you're back to business. Starvation, what you probably saw right here was a starvation swarm. This time of the year, there's very little nectar coming in. So, and they're still trying to put out some brood. So they get so hungry that they either die in this hive or they fly off. And one way you can tell this is when you look in the hive, if you don't have any honey, and especially don't have any pollen, they've eaten all the pollen they've stored, they've eaten all the honey, there's nothing else to do, so they just up and leave.
How much sugar water is too much?
None.
Mine are drinking.
There is none.
Mine
None.
are drinking a gallon every 2 days.
Yeah, give it to them.
Okay.
Feed 'em like I use 1 gallon buckets. 1 gallon buckets or 2 gallon buckets.
That won't make them honey bound?
No,
Okay.
not this time of year.
Well,
Okay, good.
if you pulled the honey super, it doesn't matter.
I don't have honey super on.
Yeah, because you don't want that kind, right?
Right,
Made from dry.
right.
It's just a single
You want them to
profile.
have
Yeah.
it for the winter.
Feed them,
They haven't built it all the way out yet.
definitely feed them, pour the food to it. All right. And then pesticide poisoning, nothing you can do about that, except for try to keep your neighbors informed that you have honeybees, and the pesticide is bad for honeybees, especially seven dust. All right, any questions? Everything clear as mud? Good deal. All right.